Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I feel like I look bald. So today I'm going to be doing a video, basically just a life update, you know, what is going on in my life. You know, some of you might be able to relate to my situation. So where do I start? Basically, I've graduated now. Woo! I graduated this summer in July, and after that, you know, I feel like after uni, after graduating, okay, it's getting serious now. After graduating, I feel like you fall into this mindset of, you know, oh my god, what do I do now? Your body kind of almost goes into like a panic mode, and I feel like my body definitely went into that, like, no more education. I think it was even before I finished, like my body kind of just went into like, no, my mind was just like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Like, no more education. Like, we've been in education since we're like 3-4 years old, and the fact that it's basically over, like, I've done what my parents have wanted me to do, it's done. So I was just like, okay. So I started working in a hotel as a receptionist. I was applying for grad jobs and all that stuff, but I can't lie, these grad jobs are not easy things to do. Like, the applications are just long, some people don't get back to you, it's just all long, and it's really disheartening. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, it's really disheartening when people don't get back to you. You're like, okay, and then when those that do get back to you but like completely just are like, thank you for your application, we really hope we wish you the best for the future, all that stuff. Fair enough, in life you don't always get what you want, but you know, it's painful. It is painful, and I feel like for me personally, it kind of put me in a headspace where I was just like, I'm screwed. Like, nobody wants me to work for them, and nobody's giving me an opportunity, blah 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 blah. So I kind of almost gave myself an ultimatum, because if you had asked me during my 3 years at uni, am I going to do a master's, I would have been like, no flipping way. Like, it was not even an option, just no way. Like, the thought of doing another year in uni, I was just like, yeah, no, not happening. On the day of my graduation, like, my dad, you know, was talking to me about it, saying he's going to give you so much more opportunity. Hamda, he's going to give you opportunity, you know. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, I get what he's saying. Like, I get it 100%. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, you learn more. Obviously, it'll help you to like specialize in that one field, kind of thing. So I was like, okay, like, you know, all right. So obviously I did go ahead and start applying for like masters, but then at the same time I was like, oh, like, I don't know, but I was never 100% about it. And obviously what is quite sad is, like, till now, and we've started in October, I'm still not 100% about it. Like, let me just cut the bull crap. I don't really enjoy it that much. Like, I enjoy certain aspects of it, but I feel like 3 years was enough for me. It's just so, it's hard being a student, I can't lie, and obviously masters is another step forward. There's a lot more work, like the workload is a lot more. Like, in undergrad you would be given prep work and you didn't really have to do it, but now you get work from every single like module from your lecturers every week, and it's a lot to, you know, take on, and then also, you know, having assignments to do as well. It's like all over the place, it's just so much pressure. So yeah, I think that's one of the main things that I struggle with, is the pressure, and also not feeling 100% about what I'm doing. And I have like spoken to my friends about it, I've spoken to my mum about it, and you know, like, I have cried. Like, let me just be real, like, I've cried, you know, because I feel like it's really hard when you feel like, you know, when you're not sure about what you're doing with your life, like if it's the right thing for you. I think that's one thing that's really hard for me. Like, I'm not sure if this is the right thing that I should be doing. But I don't think I wouldn't be here in this position if it wasn't meant to be for me. I feel like God has, you know, given me this task in life, or this, he's chosen this path for me for a certain reason. So, you know, in all situations that you're in a certain situation for a specific reason, you know. So I'm just praying that at the end of it, you know, it does lead me into the right path, or like career decision, career path that I want to go into. But yeah, like, it's been really hard. Like, life after graduation has not been the easiest, you know. Financially, the struggle is real. Mentally, the struggle is real. Physically, the struggle is very real, you know. But I feel like, you know, I'm not the type of person that to give up. Like, once I'm in something, I'm in it for however long it's supposed to be. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, just, you know, starting something and just being like giving up, because I know myself, like, if I was to like quit uni at this point, I would just regret it. I'd be like, oh my god, girl, you are so silly. Why did you leave? Like, you had all this time, you put this time and effort into it, and you're just gonna drop out? No, mama did not raise a quitter. I'm not trying to put anyone off doing a master's. Generally, if you want to do it, I would say 100% do it. But my only advice would be is that you need to be sure that this is something you want to do, because something that I did not know, which really still breaks my heart till today, is that a master's is actually a full 1 year. It's not September to May, it's September till September, or for me it's October till September. So it's really, I'm like, when I found out, I was like, huh? You said what? I was actually in shock, and till today I'm like, am I not gonna have a summer holiday? I wanted to go on holiday, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, but I'm gonna be having to do work over the summer, and that really breaks my heart. Like, I'm sure it would break anyone else's heart who has plans for their summer. But this is what I've chosen to do, and I have to do it. Hopefully, by the grace of God, I will come up with that great grade. But yeah, it's not been easy, but I'm still here. I'm still alive today, you know. God is still with me, so I haven't failed yet, and I really don't plan to. But I think it's just taking it every day. I think that's the approach that I've taken now. It's just taking every day as it comes. You know, some days are going to be more difficult than others, but it's all about just keeping your head up high and just not letting it destroy you, or destroy you is a bit of, that's too harsh, and not letting it affect you to the point where, you know, you're depressed and stuff. And to be honest, there was points where I did feel like that. Obviously, when I spoke to my mum on the phone and I was crying, I was like, I don't want to do this, I hate it, like, why did I do this, you know? It does make you feel like that sometimes if it really wasn't something that you planned to do and what you really wanted to go into. And yeah, it's kind of stressful for me. When I've started to do the actual work, it's helped a lot, you know, because you're like, okay, there's progress, this thing is going somewhere. I think because I don't have any hand-ins for this term, it's been a lot harder. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm not doing any work, like, what am I doing, and I go into a panic. But where the assignments have started now, I'm like, okay, like, I have some sense of direction, I know where this is going to and things like that. So I'm happy about that in that aspect. Just in case anyone wants to know what I study, I'm doing an MSc. I've always thought I was doing an MA, but it's actually MSc, so it's a Masters of Science in Advertising and Public Relations Management. I always think, why do they call it a Masters of Science when I've not studied any sciences? I've never studied any sciences except from like secondary school, but I don't know, they just call it that. But I think it sounds nice. I'm doing an MSc, bougie, you know, bougie thought, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm studying. I do hope that I can go into PR one day. I would like to have my own PR agency one day, you know, make this shmoney, help other people to make that shmoney. So that would be good if I was able to go into that field. My course right now is very marketing based, so a lot of what I'm doing is what I've already done in my third year. So some of it does come easy, but obviously the workload is a bit different, and you know, what they expect of you, and the pass rate is 50% rather than when it was an undergrad it was 40%. So obviously it's 10% harder, 10% higher to actually pass the assignment, module, or whatever. So that's another pressure. But you know, I think as long as you're listening and you know, keep in touch with your lecturers, then you'll be fine. Like, you don't sweat it, you'll be cool, okay? That's my kind of journey right now in terms of my masters. Yeah, so the life after education, well, I'm still in education, but you know, I'm still been able to get that student discount, so your girl is happy, you know. So student discount, because I was actually thinking about that before I graduated. I was like where am I gonna get student discount from, like, but obviously I've still got friends that are still in uni and stuff, so I'll be able to use their student discount for a while, so we just thank God. I just want to thank God. But yeah, but other than that, like, life has been good, you know. I feel like all I do is just shop. All I do is shop. So I do have some videos that I'm gonna film, some, you know, some knitwear videos. I've got some clothing videos and stuff that I want to be able to share with you. Some shoes. The girl's got loads of new shoes. I don't know where I think I'm getting this money from, because my student loan is really finished a long time ago. That, my rent swallows it up. It swallows it up. So, you know, in terms of that, like, it's because I've started working, so, you know, I'm able to spend. That's the way I treat myself. I treat myself with buying stuff and eating pizza. Nothing better than pizza and shopping combined together. I love it. Other than that, you know, we're grown up now. I'm 21, so I don't see why we can't talk about guys as well. I am currently still single, you know. Mama's been praying that God will bless me with a man, my own man. But yeah, like, I am still single. Like, I'm not necessarily looking for a relationship. To be honest, I feel like I have way too much going on right now to even be in a relationship. I'm not opposed to being in a relationship. I feel like I've said relationship like 20 times. Apologies. I just feel like I really want to date, but date in the sense, like, I want to go on more like fun dating. Like, I've been watching First Dates recently and I've been loving it, and I feel like I really want to go on a blind date. I think I want to go on a blind date because I just want to see, like, what it's like, what my reaction would be like. Would I be like, say if the guy came and I was like not really attracted to him, I want to see how I would act. Like, would I be a bitch, or would I be like really nice? To be honest, I feel like I would just, you know, obviously make it almost clear that this isn't gonna go anywhere. But obviously, I don't know, let me not say that just from his looks, because, you know, personality is a big thing. Like, girls, if personality is not a bigger thing for you, then you need to grow up, because personality is a big thing. You don't want to be like, it's like the saying, like, you don't want to be married 50 years and all you can do is look at a good face and have a really crap personality. Like, I really like to go on like speed dating or blind date, because I've never really been on a date, so I think I would like to see how I would be in that situation. So if you know anyone, let your girl know I'm finna go on a date. That would be really good. But yeah, like, I just feel like, you know, I'm getting to the age. I do worry. I think that's another big thing. I do worry about, like, oh God, I'm 21. See, that's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, you're 21, you're still so young. But, you know, I have, like, I want to be able to do a lot by the time I'm 30. Oh my God, that sounds so weird, like 30. I feel like I want to be able to like at least know the person for like 3 years or something before getting to that marriage stage. So obviously I'm not trying to put like a time on, you know, my happiness or something. Realistically, like, I want to be able to know them for a certain amount of time before we get to that stage of being married and stuff like that. But yeah, like within the next like year or so, like the new year, it would be nice to be able to meet someone. That would be good, you know. What is your opinion on like a couple like living together before marriage? Like, I'm really interested in what other people's views are. I personally I think it's because of my background, like as a Nigerian. Like, I personally don't think I'd want to live with a guy before I get married to him. I don't think I really have a genuine reason. I just don't really think, I think it's just because of my upbringing, because maybe I've heard my mum always say, you're not going to live with a guy before you get married, you're going to stay in this house, or you're going to stay in your own house. So like now it's kind of like stuck with me, like I don't really want to live with a guy before marriage. But obviously a lot of reasons why people say that it's good to is because obviously you get to really know what the guy is like, you get to know what you're going to deal with, do you know what I mean? But I feel like marriage, you know, it's really about compromise and obviously growing together. Yeah, the guy can be dirty as hell, but you know, you can teach him to be like, no, this is how it's going to be, you know, you're going to clean up after yourself, we're going to clean up together, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't go into a marriage being 100% perfect. Like, no relationship is perfect. So I feel like that's a bit of like, you know, that's kind of out of the question. Like, oh, you never know, he might be dirty, he might snore, he might fart in his sleep. Like, everyone does that, like, whatever. But yeah, let me guys know what your opinion is on living with a guy before marriage. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of people actually who live together before getting married, sometimes, like, I don't know, this is not everyone, I'm not saying this is everyone, but a lot of people live together and then get so comfortable in that stage where they don't even get married, and that's not happening. Like, I want to get married, and I think I'm scared of that happening. Like, you just become so comfortable, and it's boring. Like, I don't want to like spend 2-3 years living with the guy that I'm gonna marry already before I'm married. Like, I want that thrill of, you know, we've just got married, we've got our own place, you know, we're living together, you know, like, I really want to be able to experience that. For guys, yeah, like, I don't know, I guess it will happen when it will happen. Like, I don't know what the future holds. So another thing that I've really been thinking about recently is obviously like my career path that I want to go into. Like, I just don't see myself sitting behind a computer all day, 9 till 5. Like, I don't want a 9 till 5 job. Obviously, I wouldn't mind starting off first a 9 to 5 job, but I think something that I really would like to do is go into presenting. I just feel like I have the kind of like personality, the kind of vibe to be a presenter. I feel like someone who I really look up to and someone who's really inspired me and is killing the game right now is Maya Jama. Like, she is everywhere. YouTube, Maya Jama on the what do you call it, the advert, TV, Maya Jama, TV, Maya Jama, Mobile Awards, Maya Jama, I'm a Celeb, Maya Jama. I'm like, yeah, sister, like, she is literally on fire right now, and it's so inspiring. Like, I've always like had like some type of passion for, like, you know, I don't know, I think it's been like a secret passion that I didn't know, but now I kind of really want to somehow pursue it. But it's one of those things, what's so frustrating is that when you want to do something, it's like, where do you actually start? Like, I really don't know what I would have to do or like go into. And like, people have said to me, oh, actually, I think you'd be really good at that. And I'm like, right? Like, I think I would too. So hopefully it's something that I'll be able to like look into and see. Like, obviously things like that, you'd probably start off small, but you know, it's all about progression, and I think it will be something that'll be really fun. You never know, you might see me hosting the MTV AMAs one day. You heard it here first, okay? You heard it here first. That'll be really fun and really like really good to go into. Obviously, I would definitely want to get the use out of my degree, because I did not do this for like gonna be 4 years to not actually use it. But you know, it would be nice to use it and be able to do something a bit more exciting. Not saying that PR would not be as exciting, but more in the sense of like, you know, presenting. I think that would be really something that I'd be interested in. And I think someone who really like made me realise that, you know, you can start off using your degree and then go into something completely different is Patricia Bright, because I was watching one of her videos recently and I remember she was talking about, you know, going to uni and then working in finance or investment, something like that, in that industry. And obviously look at her now, like, I don't think she does that at all. Obviously she has her own business, she does her YouTube, and then, you know, she does a lot of work with different brands. Like, she's popping, and I'm like, okay, like, yes, you can go to uni, get your degree, use it for a certain amount of time, and then, you know, develop yourself and do other things that, you know, you enjoy. And I feel like I'm the type of person, I don't want to stay just doing one thing. Like, I want to do everything. I really want to get into charity work. So yeah, I'm excited for what the future will hold. I am pretty scared. Like, I feel like we're almost at the end of the year and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be 22 next year. Like, the years are just going too fast. I'm like, I don't want to age yet. But that's just life, and I think it's just really important to take every day as it comes. Don't be scared of, you know, what life brings, because sometimes it will be shit and that's just being honest, but it's all about picking yourself up and taking the risk, because I feel like if you don't take the risk, you will lose the chance, you know. Yeah, I think that's very, very important. I'm actually really excited to see what the future, I'm just gonna be like, where am I gonna be in 5 years? Like, I think I'm using this 1 year that I have doing a master's to really get an understanding of like what I want to do like after I'm actually officially done with education, because after my master's, ain't nobody doing a PhD, none of that. Like, I'm just over education, but I'm really just intrigued to see what's going to happen after uni. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be something good. I really hope that this video has, you know, given you some insight into what my life is like at the moment. I feel like a lot of it sounded negative, but honestly, it's not that bad. You know, don't be discouraged by anything that I've said. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys about what obviously I have faced from the beginning of my masters till now. I'm hoping that it's getting better. It has gotten a lot better. You know, there are times where I do find myself completely drained and tired, but you know, it has brought a lot of stability into my life and what like I want to do. And I think it's given me, I feel like this 1 year of just still doing education is really allowing me to, you know, figure out what it is that I want to do. And if you're not ready to do something, don't force yourself to do it. And if you do find yourself in something that you're not too sure about, just, you know, give yourself time. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just pray, you know, speak to people who will be able to encourage you. It's really important to speak to people who have, you know, done what you're doing before you, because they'll be able to give you a lot of insight. And this is why I'm doing it, because I know a lot of people, even at work, that I see in uni that are younger than me are like, oh, they want to do a master's after they graduate, but they're not too sure. And obviously I've been honest with them and said, you know what, it's not a piece of cake. You know, it is hard, you do have to put in the work, but as long as your head is in the right place, you will be fine. But yeah, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe right here or here. Just subscribe, press that red button, you know. Really hope you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.